And we're back with Eagle Eyes Mysteries and the case of the counterfeit card. All of a sudden, she started barking like crazy and dancing around the hole like she does when we're making her dinner. She maybe wanted to eat it. So we ran over to see what she found, and there was this old tin box half buried in the ground at the bottom of the hole. Well, let's see what the brother has to say. Jennifer, Resulka, boy, are we glad you're here. We've been here for a bit of time now, Michael, whoever you are. Yeah, ever since Cassie dug up that box, we've been afraid to go anywhere. No, we weren't afraid. We were just, we were undecided. Okay, well, let's get out of here, Jennifer. Yeah, boring. Let's go to Hill's baseball cards. Whoop, and I was not turned off. I apologize. I turned it up, and oh, look, it's Mark Moriarty, the original Bogan. Andy Hill knows everything there is to know about baseball cards. I bet he can help us figure out what the card really is. Look at this. The poster on the wall, on the world. It looks like just like the card that Michael and Christopher found. Amazing. That old Wagner card on the poster looks fresh, doesn't it, Mark? What are you guys nosing around old baseball cards for? What voice was that? Who knows? Relax, Mark. Resulka and I just thought that poster looks cool. That poster came from a Card Life magazine. That issue came out about 2 months ago and had an article about the Wagner card with colored pictures. Mark here himself bought a copy for me himself, or whatever. I didn't read that part. I just read the article about Mark McGuire and Barry Bonds. I don't care about old cards. I only like new cards. Old cards are stupid looking. Boy, Mark, that's not what you used to say. You told me that you would love to have a Wagner card and sell it and get rich. Can a guy change his mind? Why you guys all over me about some stupid old card? Why don't you just let a guy collect whatever he wants to? Okay. You are in a card shop, Mark. You do realize this. Let's speak to Andy Hill. Hey, Jennifer, Resulka, how you guys doing? Hi, Andy. Can you tell us about the card on the poster over there? There's a great story behind that card. It was issued over 80 years ago and has a picture of the great Hall of Fame shortstop, Honus Wagner. The card is worth over $1 million. Wow, why so much? These days, baseball cards come with bubblegum, and you can get them out when you eat them at the certain restaurant, or you can buy them all by themselves. But 80 years ago, baseball cards came with cigarettes. Cigarettes? Sorry, that will make no sense to anyone but me, but oh well. Yuck, cigarette smoking is gross. You're right, and that's why the card is so expensive. Honus Wagner hated cigarettes and thought people shouldn't be smoking them. But in 1910, the tobacco company put his card in the cigarette packets anyway. Wagner was very angry because he believed smoking was bad. He was afraid kids who respected him might get the wrong idea, so he made the company take out all these cards out of the packages and destroy them. Sounds like Honus Wagner really cared about kids who watched him play. What happened next? He died. The cigarette company took back all the packets and destroyed all the Wagner cards, or so they thought. A few of the packs with the cards had already been sold by stores. Everybody wanted one. Now, 80 years later, Wagner is the rarest card in the Hall of Fame. There are less than 50 copies in the world, and Wayne Gretzky, the hockey star, paid over $500,000 for one in great condition. Wow. Thrilling. Let's continue. Let's go to the library. No doubt Mrs. Garcia will have something rather bland to tell us. Bland is what she is. Mrs. Garcia knows how to find anything in the library, but will they have anything about how to find out if an old baseball card is real? Well, we can tell you it's not real because his name was Honus Wagner, not... Wait, what did the card say it was? Where is it? Honus Wagner, Honus Wagner. I know the card doesn't say Honus. Where's the card? Where's the card? Here it is. I don't know, it's not real. Good lord. Da 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 da. Yes. What? The Wagner card might be real. No, it's not. Good God. How can... Fails. Alright, after we speak to Mrs. Garcia and read her books, we are going back to Andrew Jackson Park. Again. Andrew Jackson. And we're going to find out the name on that card because I'm pretty sure it's different. An old baseball card. We do have books on how to tell if old paintings and drawings are real. Why don't you try looking those up? And I'm busy. Look at me. I've got one hand on my keyboard and who knows what I'm looking at. Doing with the other hand. A book on art history tells how criminals sometimes make fake copies of expensive old paintings and paintings by famous artists. On old drawings. Blah blah blah. Then they sell the fakes to the collectors and museums for lots of money and keep the real ones for themselves. This type of fraud is called forgery. No. There are experts who work with museums to figure out if an old drawing is a fake or if it's real. First they look at the paper to make sure it's the same kind of old paper that they used when the drawing was made. To fool the experts, criminals sometimes take real sheets of old paper and use them to make fake drawings. Because of this, museums also have to check the ink that was used on the drawing to make sure that it is genuine. Criminals will go to great lengths to make these forgeries appear realistic and old enough to fool the experts. Some items are even buried in the ground for several months to give that authentic look of age. Thrilling. The encyclopedia says Honus Wagner played shortstop for the Pittsburgh Pirates from 1900 to 1917. He was known for being a great hitter, a fast runner, and the best fielding shortstop in the league. When they started the Hall of Fame in 1936, they picked out 5 greatest baseball players of all time up to that point. Honus Wagner was one of those 5 great players. Wow, no wonder Honus Wagner is in the Hall of Fame. It sounds like he was part of Ricky Henson's he was part Ricky Henson, part Cal Ripken Jr., and part Ozzie Smith, all rolled into one tiny package. Where is it? We're going back to that damn park, because I'm pretty sure the name on the card will be wrong. And yes, I think that Moriarty might be involved. Where's... Yes, dog. Wonder Pittsburgh. Well... Okay. Doesn't actually say his first name, so it could be real. And he was part of the Pittsburgh Pirates. So, I'm at a loss. Let's go to the last location and see what's to be said there. Whose house is it? Oh, it's Mrs. Meninsky. Hi, Mrs. Meninsky. Jennifer, hurry up. It looks like Mrs. Meninsky is ready to have another yard sale. She has one just a couple of months ago, and lots of people came, but no one's here now. I was afraid there won't be much of interest to young people. Let me start that entire sentence again. I'm afraid there won't be much of interest to people as young as you at my garage sale. I'm selling off some old family things I found in the attic. I'm selling my heritage. Is it okay if we look at the stuff you're setting out anyway? We might find something interesting. Certainly. Just be careful with the delicate things, please. Alright, let's see what she has. These metal boxes look just like the one that Michael and Christopher found at Riverside Park. The one that had the baseball card inside. I should have thought of pointing out those old 1910 tin boxes. Mark Moriarty thought they were fascinating, and he bought one at my last garage sale. Mark! Damn Mark. Anyway, it was so funny. After he bought the tin box, he gave me $1 piece of old cardboard that was in a carton of my mother's old magazines. It was over 80 years old. But why buy a piece of cardboard? I think we just worked this out. And we're also out of time, even though I just hit the solve button. So we're going to have to come back in the next video. See you soon.